be one on either side of the beach, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Everything's a little bit unique around here. Nothing's really the same from one harbor to the other, etc. They've all got their own unique way of doing things, and unless you talk to the locals, you're kind of it's kind of a guesswork. And things have changed a lot over the years too, so it is what it is, and you just deal with it. That's what makes life interesting, I think. So the trick here is that when the ferry's not moving, the cable is low enough for us to pass through. But as soon as the ferry starts to move across, the cable rises pretty close to the surface. So this is where the concern comes in, and there's a caution for us on our charts, which is awesome. But they do say there should be a light, and the light is red when the ferry's moving and green when it doesn't move. But there are no lights. But there is a nice big sign there that says Cable Ferry, and the ferry's big enough. It wouldn't be a big surprise once it starts moving. Put it on if they see advancing vessels, who knows. We need them to turn green.
Huh?
We need them to turn green.
Is that green or is it white?
It looks white to me. Like, this is ridiculous. Fishing for?
Probably mackerel. Oh, what? We're good to go across there? Thank you.
Well, that was great. For the info, everybody. And there's the infamous ferry. We still didn't get an actual green light, but we did get confirmation on the radio. That's awesome. So they're loading up, and he's waving at us. That's cool. Whew. Another hurdle. And all the youngsters and gals and fellas over there fishing away. Great day for that. Birds are hanging out for the entrails, I'm sure. Anyway, here we go.
go over here and have a look.
Okay. Great job, Captain. High five.
Okay, here we are. Welcome everybody.
Hello.
Cod Raven here. We
Brian,
are.
Holly.
That's right. We are on, as far as we know now, our last night out on the boat, away from our home marina. So we're in the Bay of St. Anne's, I think it's called.
Yeah, Bay of St. Anne's and Goose Harbor?
Goose Cove.
Goose Cove, okay.
Within that bay, we're in Goose Cove, yeah. So we had to cross over where the Englishtown ferry crosses. So that was a cable ferry. We had to make sure the ferry was on one end, and then the cable would be down and we wouldn't hit it, basically. Anyways, this video is about just talking about how things went, I guess, or the season and whatever. So we'll do another video later of what things we're gonna do with the boat, or upgrades to the boat, I guess. Nothing major, but just a few things. But right now, yeah, we didn't go. Originally, we thought we might went to Newfoundland, but we just felt we weren't ready for it. There was some things here we wanted to check out before we got there. So we went into Bedore Lakes, and I hope you enjoyed all those videos. And then we went up the coast, up to the northern tip of Cape Breton, and all great places, and great places to see, and more so important, people that we've met over the last month, I guess. It's been phenomenal, hey?
The people that we've met and the things that personally, I can only speak for myself, but I've learned an awful lot about the people and the communities, boating overall, and then of course the sailing and what it takes, and things that are nerve-wracking and should be nerve-wracking, and things that maybe you don't have to be so uptight or excited about. So all that's been a huge package for me.
We've encountered some rough water, some choppy water, to see what, and some really windy conditions and tide stuff, just different conditions for the boat, to see how the boat handles and what she can take and that kind of thing. So that was good. When we Cape North, I think it was probably, we rounded there, and we were well prepared for it. We rounded Cape North, and that was and then in the Bedore Lakes we had some real choppy stuff in there too. So preparing day-to-day travel, like looking ahead, weather, wind, and make sure that you get to where you need to go, how far it is, and what kind of conditions you're going to encounter getting there, and yeah, having a suitable place to anchor and spend a night. So today the wind was really strong, so we came here, and as you can see now behind us, it's pretty much dead flat. Yeah.
I'd like to add something.
What?
So as Brian was saying about anchorages and things like this, well, there's a lot of stuff you didn't get to see in the videos, and it's things like anchoring and mooring and pulling the anchor and re-anchoring and saddling up beside docks and things. Though all of those things, again, that's part of the whole learning curve, and at times was a little bit weird and crazy, but we made it through that, and we're better prepared for our next season.
Preparation to mainsail. Head sail is easy to take out, in and out is easy. The mainsail is a little more complicated, a little more work, especially when the boat's bouncing around and wind's blowing and whatever. So we're kind of choosy when we take that. We had that out today actually for quite a while, but again, just sailing conditions. So
staying safe.
We don't always sail everywhere. That's the reality. That's not a reality. That's fact of the matter. If we're going somewhere, we're going to go. We got a limited time and conditions to do it, so we motor really efficient. We don't have to sail anywhere if we don't want to, but it is lots of fun when you're sailing, though, just the same. So yeah, so anyways, the season went well. We're not done yet. We got a full day tomorrow. a good, I never checked it exactly, but I think it's around 30 miles, nautical miles. So, you know, that'll be probably 50 kilometers or more. So anyways, get to do that tomorrow. What a beautiful morning. Great morning. Take up the anchor now. We're gonna just drift away and start the engine and head on back to Sydney. It's our last morning here, last morning out, I guess, on our trip this summer. So let's get the anchor up. Go. We're all set. Usually I have the engine going, but here we got lots of room. We're not, no wind, we're not drifting anywhere, so sometimes it's tight and you gotta get the engine going, because as soon as you let go of the anchor, you're drifting in somewhere. So anyhow, get our electronics going here. There we are. Shows where we are. Get the engine going now. The engine going. As soon as you get the engine going, I listen for water coming out. Make sure the pump's working. And we got water splashing, so that's good. Oh, what a morning. So we're in St. Anne's Bay, or Harbor Bay, I think it's called. So it's a real narrow spot out there for the ferries, which you would have saw already. So we're gonna go back out now and go through there, and then we're just heading it around, and we're heading a little south to Sydney Harbor. Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's our last trip. You done with the propane, Holly? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of we had a really good night. Wasn't no wind, so.
Is it wet?
What? Nah, just a little damp from dew, that's all. We had a really good night. There was no wind blowing, no anchor noise, no nothing. The temperature was just perfect, so yeah, we're kind of probably missing a good part of the season, but oh well, we got other plans. We got other things going on. Part of this channel, we're not just sailing, we're homesteading and repairs and maintenance and reviews, a bit of everything on this channel. So this is the sailing. We're going to get the boat out of the water here in the next couple of days. We'll have that on video, and yeah, then our trip to our homestead, I guess you want to call it, and we're going to do some work on it. So stay tuned. Please subscribe. Please like and comment on our videos. We really, really appreciate it, and it really helps us out, and it costs you nothing.